Hello, Cancer. This is your reading for April 2018, and I've looked over your chart, and this month is definitely highlighted for your career and responsibilities. And there's a lot of thought happening in your life for the changes that have occurred. Your responsibilities have probably increased, your career has changed probably, but you're moving on up. And so embrace that, but it is also can be very overwhelming. We are still in retrograde, so you are going through a reviewing process on all aspects of your life. You know, your purpose, your direction, which way you want to go in your life, and how you want to see things. A lot of friendships are being emphasized for you, Cancer, that could be coming back this month and revisiting. Actually, that will go on for about 4 months. The 15th, the retrograde ends and communication is going to open up. Again, your career and your status is highlighted. It'll take off even more. The adjustment that's taking place in your life can be overwhelming. And by all the new relationships, don't overdo things. Take time. You know, there's just a lot going on. So sometimes when we're receiving that kind of information, it just can really put us on overload. And so, Cancer, do take time for yourself if you can. On the 18th, we go back into another retrograde with Saturn. And this brings back, again, people from your past. So you're definitely doing a lot of revisiting. So this will be good, and maybe will help you seal some other deals on some things. On the 20th, you could be surrounded by all your friends that will be helping you, or vice versa, you could be helping others, Cancer. We talked about, you know, people coming back in the next 4 months, you know, showing up. But at the end of the month, we have a full moon. And, you know, this is encouraging you to spend time with your family, your loved ones. You know, start creative projects, enjoy time, have fun with that. The end of the month is really good for your finances, and those are very highlighted for you, Cancer. So all in all, on your horoscope, that is actually a really good read for you. I do know some other Cancers, and they are in that process of moving on up. I'm going to go ahead and throw your cards for you, Cancer, for the month of April 2018. Handle my cards. You may hear some of my pets. They have been kind of wound up today, so Bella, my bulldog, likes to snore underneath my feet. Annie likes to sit by the window and bark at the people going by, and my daughter's cat is running around here yowling. Anywho, Cancer 2018, April, and March. Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Well, Cancer, we say we have a lot going on in your reading. So we have the Seven of Cups. For the overall energy with the Seven of Cups, it is, you know, a lot of choices to be made. You know, it can be confusing time, lots going on, like we talked about. You're revisiting things. Don't revisit too much. You know, you got to pay attention to your own desires. You know, it's hard to, you know, be articulate on some things. And, you know, there's just so many options to choose from. So don't get into too much of that. I like to say, pick one thing at a time. If you got a lot going on, Cancer, just pick one thing. If you have 5 things on the agenda, pick one for the day and deal with that, and deal with it the next time. Or maybe you can handle doing 2 or 3 things a day, but don't do it all at once. Try to do it one at a time, which is hard. So if it's something within your work energy, we have the Two of Wands, or it can be within another person, but you're definitely getting the handshake. You're moving on up, contracts being, you know, they're being signed, you're moving forward. So this is like the handshake card. It's progressive. So I'm leaning towards a lot of work in this sense, that goes hand in hand with your horoscope on your career. So if you've been looking forward to moving forward, you keep going. You may keep even moving up the ladder. So don't be surprised at yourself, Cancer. You are a very organized person in those thoughts. Our next card is the Queen of Cups. With the Queen of Cups, this is a Scorpio energy on it. And with this meaning of the card, you could be unprepared for adverse conditions, unexpected opposition, disputes, discord that you could encounter in your home or work environment. So do pay attention to those things. On another note, people might not get your concepts and see things the way you do, but you won't be left out in the cold. Someone will come and give you aid and give you the opportunity to utilize some of your skills and talents. So do be aware that if there's somebody that you're working with, they will definitely help you out with that. With the Ace of Cups, this is a thumbs up from the universe. So you definitely have to go ahead on things. You could end up going into a new relationship, Cancer, new beginnings in love, affection, kindness, esteem. It's a wonderful card. There's just something new beginning coming into your life, and embrace that, Cancer. That's wonderful. You're going into with the Six of Wands, and it's a victory card. Definitely seeing good things for you at this point, Cancer. You could be, get these cards right, sorry about that. You could be surprised by the action or response of another and something that you inadvertently said or did. You could have, again, another, a suitor coming into your life, one that could be younger than you, trying to win your heart. And they might do that if you allow that. In the work aspect, you got to take a break from some of the things in your work and, on current projects and do something more pleasurable. It's not all about work, Cancer. Some things that moves you from behind the scenes to center stage. It may be a workshop and seminar, mental work that, can be very successful, and a lot will get accomplished. Conditions with this card, of renewal and approaching, and, when that happens, things will come together. It's definitely a victory. We do have a difficult card with the Five of Swords towards the end of your reading. With the Five of Swords, this is a very difficult card at times to see. You won't be prepared for the inner and outer struggle you'll have with yourself after a decided course of action is taken. Don't sell yourself short too in love. We don't have to take the first thing that comes along, so do pay attention to that. If this is resonating more for you in work, Cancer, just don't get into the conflicts and clashes with others, in business. You don't want to be infuriated. You need to keep your wits about yourself. And, you have to consider source on some of these people and avoid dwelling on negative side of things. Don't allow, anything of inconsistent or indecisive attitude to get the upper hand. Use positive affirmations and count your wins, no matter how small. So do pay attention, as this can be, a tough one, but, this card can be of an outcome of conquest and defeat. But in the end, you can succeed in some areas and not in others. While you may get what you want, it may not be the way you want it. So do pay attention to that. On your outcome card, completely on the whole reading, is the Eight of Cups. For your outcome, it's moving on, traveling, heading to the call, to go or do something new. And, you're walking away towards better options. So on your outcome, things that you've been looking forward to and reflecting on, you're definitely moving in a different direction. You've done what you can. You may be leaving a different career and going into something else, but you're moving on into a much better direction. And, as she's moving forward into the light, you can see that it's a whole new path that's coming into you for you, Cancer. And do pay attention that this is a good thing that's coming for you. But the outcome, though, things are going to end on a positive note, and you will find yourself moving in a different direction, which we talked about that. So lots of reflection this month, Cancer, but sounds like you're going to definitely be revisiting a lot of people and a lot of socializing, a lot of changes in your life, and you're handling it beautifully. I have some new cards that I can't wait to share with you, and I just got them. And they are called Postcards from the Spirit. And I just got these the other day, and I have just had a wonderful time, and I love the messages behind them. Though may be long, they are beautifully said. So let me get those shuffled for you, Cancer. Cancer. 2018, what are the messages from Spirit to Cancer? Messages. And your card. Your message, Cancer, is, Dear you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect mean everything is in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there is a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you are facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on that instead of reacting to what is being presented. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to a higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyways. Isn't that amazing? P.S. How we adore you, from your spirits. What a lovely message for you, Cancer. You just have a lot of things going on. Looks like you're moving on up in career and really setting yourself up. Even though it sounds like it's a little crazy, it's going well. Just take time for yourself and have a little bit of fun this month in April. Just find some time to go have some laughter, it sounds like, because you've definitely got a lot going on. So that concludes your reading, Cancer, and I will see you back in May of 2018. Thank you.